On a day when the World Series of Poker set a record for the largest flight in main event history, it was nature that stole the show.
Wow!
Things are rocking and rolling in our booth.
Now, with 2 earthquakes and 3 day ones in the rearview mirror, it is finally on to day 2. Tonight, the players reclaim poker's biggest stage. Chris Moneymaker, Maria Ho, and thousands of other pros and amateurs alike. The Rio will be rocking, hopefully in a good way, again. So far, so good. All is calm in Las Vegas and at the Rio All-Suite Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Day 2AB of the 50th edition of the World Series of Poker main event. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Lon McCarron along with Norman Chad, Jamie Kerstetter in with us, as well as Kara Scott on the break desk and giving us some reports from the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, give me 30K, I'll do it.
All right, you got it. We're going to step aside for a moment and come on back and look who's at one of our side feature tables, Jean-Robert Ballon. Yeah, he's not broke and he's living strong.
The 2019 World Series of Poker is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And Burger King, introducing $4, $5, $6 Whopper meal deals, only at BK.
Welcome back inside the Amazon room. Players dropping right and left. Take a look at our new Table B, headlined by Seat 3. It is Jean-Robert Ballon. Bracelet winner from 2018, now the father of twins just a couple of days ago. So congratulations to Jean-Robert.
12,000.
Raise 12,000.
And with pocket kings, Dan Sampson in seat 4.
I'm all in. Thank you. All in.
Brownscombe.
I'm all in too.
Wow.
All in on the call.
Oh, man.
Fucking aces against kings.
Tom Brownscombe with the ace of hearts, and then it looks like the ace of spades, so it didn't show up.
That is just cold-blooded.
He's an amazing dealer. He just makes these things happen.
Cold-blooded, buddy.
Cold-blooded.
There, ace of diamonds. Okay, couldn't see it from that distance. So Brownscombe all in for 30,700 is what he had at the beginning of the hand. Sampson with the pocket kings.
He got spades too.
A lot of spades. I should have known. It's only the first hand you played all day. But you just short stacked. I can't follow.
First, third maybe.
Seen this showdown several times already. Just one spade. King, queen, queen, jack.
Not the worst of the flops.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
Brownscombe, poker player, chess tournament director, looking for the double up. Not going to be enough spades on that board for Sampson.
Right.
Nice hand. 1, 2, 3, 26, 29.
The double up. Have a stack of over 63,000 now.
I like that more. That's why.
29.5.
I think it's about a 4% chance of holding pocket kings and running into pocket aces 9-handed. Maybe 4.1, in that range off the top of my head.
In that range, yeah. Seems
I
to
didn't
happen
need
more
to
often.
know. I didn't need to know the chances of me losing like 90% of my stack last night.
Going back to Table B and table of Jean-Robert Ballon, sitting in seat 3. He's got the massage going.
How broke can he be?
I don't think he's broke anymore. Jean-Robert, bracelet in 2018. Final table already at this World Series of Poker. Runner-up in the 2015 Poker Players Championship. DeGordo, Mike Gordinsky. New twins. I mean, what's wrong with his life?
I will find out.
You'll find something.
I heard about it.
It's funny too, because I think he'll be a less interesting character if he gets all of his stuff together.
No, I agree.
Like when Matt Salzberg lost a bunch of weight, we're like, bring back Fat Salzberg.
Of course, I agree. It helped his character. It helped his dark sort of vision of the world.
Yes.
Which is correct. But yeah, we want JRB to be the lovable loser.
Oh, we've had some moments, haven't we, through the years
Yeah,
with him?
he's terrific.
All in.
All in.
If that card we can't see is a diamond, this is going to be trouble.
Will you get some pictures and screenshots as well?
Yeah, I'm going to do that. You can actually pay for one to come and take professional.
David Manikos,
We've got them all in.
New Jersey via Uzbekistan. Got the full house. As you mentioned, Jamie, Stephen Kolstetter has one diamond in his hand. We don't know what the other card is, and yeah.
I'm assuming it's a diamond or just a raggedy ace, and he's just hoping that his ace is good. But this tank looks like a flush to me. If he makes that. What do we got there?
Well, let's see. Let's see.
5 of diamonds?
I don't even think it was a diamond.
No? You think it's just an ace?
Put them at the camera.
May I?
Lift them up and show them to the camera.
You're probably right.
In your folder?
There you go.
Yeah, good fold. That's a really good fold.
Wow, that's a huge fold.
Think about how good of a fold that is. He's even blocking some of the more likely full houses holding the ace there.
Impressive.
What did you vote? What did you vote?
So Kolstetter avoids danger out there.
Much better than that.
Sean Rivera helping him out. I think Sean Rivera took a peek. I don't know. Oh boy, the main event comes just once per year, but you can relive the action all year long. Watch the WSOP main event archive episodes featuring the biggest moments from the most prestigious event of the year, anytime, anywhere, exclusively on Poker Go. You should be able to watch the World Series of Poker anytime you want. Just call it up and watch it. I don't know. What's the benefit of that forearm massage that JRB is getting?
That's his raising arm.
Oh, he's getting ready.
Call. All right, 2 players.
Eight, 9, 10 brings Janitzky an open ender.
Tie.
Kolstetter best with
Tie.
the ace queen.
And Janitzky does not want to hit the
This is hilarious.
jack in that open ender
On my other
because
phone, I'm like, guys,
his
turning
opponent will have a higher
it
straight.
on my mother, like, what the fuck, why
Leonid
did we not
Janitzky
get
from Germany. He's a researcher, lecturer, and he's a winner of that pot. So you can see the difference between the two tables. We've been watching Chris Moneymaker out there and how he interacts with the players, and then JRB, who is kind of getting his massage. Maria Ho, who was down to 15,000 chips on her day one, rallied late in the evening up to 60,100, and she'd been up a little more earlier today, but right about 75,000 for Maria.
She'll be all right. Bad commentators make good poker players. On the other hand, Jamie's a good
I
commentator.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Trying to cut you off before you got there.
I can sniff these things out.
Don't tell Anna.
She's a very good commentator. She's going to get there already.
4 combinations. That's tons of them.
They will be once again. JRB now going
I like that.
with his folding arm getting massaged. The raising arm is already.
You gotta run it out for the river. But if you don't get there by the river, I win.
Call.
Man, they ran a 6-card 21 on me the other day.
So what you were saying before, yeah, our main feature
like, how many
table
twos are
is
in this
very
deck?
lively, very friendly, and there is some chatter here, but everyone is focused on the poker here. I don't think there's anyone who's getting lulled into a sense of, oh, we're having fun today.
Sampson in the big blind calls 2,900 with his weak ace.
9 change.
JRB only has one hand to work with, so he's only showing us one whole card.
All right, we got 4 guys.
For the best, going to the flop.
Right before we got here.
Queen high flop
Check.
with an 8 and a 7. So
Look at the nice
Martinez has
seat
top
light.
pair. Balan has the pocket 5s.
It's amazing that this is the least I've ever watched it like on TV, but it's the most I've ever seen it played. Normally I'm just tuned in every little break, everything. I'm just like, oh yeah.
Sampson
9,000.
picked up bottom pair.
You're on a limited time yet, right?
That's
Half an hour,
9,000.
What is this?
I think he said we were going to play a level here. I'm not sure though.
Full setter gets out of the way. Now Martinez with top pair and the jack kicker.
It was Martinez who ended up betting out the 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yep, that was wrong.
I'm telling you, you can use these if
My
you
bad.
want.
That's okay.
Thank you. Just have my computer in the way. Maybe I helped.
Well, actually not. I forgot.
And the bet will take that pot.
Yeah.
So Lance Martinez picking up some chips. Martinez about 140,000 now here on day 2AB. There.
4 more Lucky Starburst recipients today. Rainier Brynjolfsson, who now lives in Iceland. He grew up in Southern California, and he moved at the age of 18 to Iceland. He has dual U.S. Icelandic citizenship. Brendan Kaufman from Austin, Texas, teaches French at UT Austin. Lived in France for a year, loves Paris, as we all do. Michael McKenna, but not the Michael McKenna you might know, young gun who's been a bunch of finals. This is the other Michael McKenna from Westfield, New Jersey, works in insurance. His first main event, and he got here as a 50th birthday gift from his wife, Susan, who has endured 25 years of marriage to Michael. And finally, Louis Hillman, another insurance guy from Minneapolis. He cashed in 2016 in the main event after I gave him a Kit Kat bar. So now he's come back, and he's going to go with the Starburst.
Kit Kat, did you change up?
I didn't change up. Once in a while, I give other sweets out. Like I used to give Maria Ho chocolate till she blamed me for busting like 7 straight years.
No, I think the move from Kit Kat was good because, you know, the Starbursts don't have that chocolatey residue we get on the cards.
Better for the table. You're right.
Exactly.
So good luck to the Starburst recipients.
So do you have a number on how many people? Do you have a limit each day? What is like the Starburst 50 or anything like that?
No, it'll end up being around 25 or so people get it over the 3 or 4 days.
There was a Brunson 10. There could be a Chad Starburst 25 or something like that. No.
Brunson 10 was probably more talented than my Starburst 25, even though we have some Starburst pros in there. We do.
I was just going on what he told me. What I was
do you ever go?
Just keep on barreling.
I don't know. For instance, if somebody gets short stacked and go remove the Starburst from their.
No, I can't do that.
No.
That's just wrong and rude.
My Saki friend.
I was kind of afraid to leave mine on my stack for breaks because you were kind of mad at me. You wrote me that hate note, and I was like, "What if he just takes it back?"
I wouldn't call it a hate note. I was mad.
Hello.
That's fun.
12 and 12.
Jean Robert, both his raising arm is good, and his folding arm is good. So now working on the trapezius right back there. Feels good just looking at that, doesn't it? I got a massage the other day and literally came away bruised. I could show it to you.
Oh, that's the kind of massage I want.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. Lance Martinez.
Raise.
Going to raise up the action with pocket trays. The big blind is at 1,200. Small blind, 600.
I received many tweets saying that Cole Slutter looks like Mike Matusow.
Raise.
What do you think?
Oh.
I could see it. He could be like a distant relative.
Could be.
The nicer part of the Matusow family, maybe. I mean, the mouth isn't as turned down and a little thinner. But, yeah, I can see that. So Jean Robert with, as Antonio likes to call it, the Persian carpet ride, 9-7 suited, 3 bets to 17,000.
It's one black.
Has Antonio taken a carpet ride back to the Persian area?
We have not seen him. I don't know.
I'd rather not do that right now.
He might be on the plane with Helmuth.
Oh, wow.
Unlikely.
So he's going to register for day 2, I guess?
Yes,
That's the plan?
he will, I assume.
So now the decision for Lance Martinez, who opened the action.
Yeah, there must have been something in the water yesterday. Everybody was just acting crazy, weren't they?
Not sure how active Belland has been at this table. but he will get those chips.
He's definitely good for the action.
So these guys were playing together out at in another table, and when we switched out feature tables, brought them all here.
You had it. Folded ace queen. No good?
I want to go crazy for
We take a look. Oh my goodness, Norman, you want to take this? I have a little cough in my throat. If you want to mind.
Sure. Let's see. You shipped the 7 p.m. $120 drunken tourist golden nugget event. And
that's embellished.
That's very nice. So that's a first place. It's a really nice picture. Golden Nugget has got a terrific room there to play in. Congratulations, partner.
Are you wearing your bracelet from that event?
No, I don't wear my braces in public. I do have a coffee mug, though. I will use during our show. They were very gracious over there at Golden Nugget and welcomed me back. No picture from that event.
If I can just let the production people know that I'll be taking a sick day after this level, just to recover from this particular thing.
Any chance we get Norman a day off. Blonde with the raise. Call from Miller and Janitzky with the Lon McCarron Memorial hand. I did lose a big pot with this hand during that Golden Nugget event, by the way.
How can you even play that at this point in your life?
I know. I just know it's the right thing to do sometimes, but it's a wrong thing to do.
He's not listening to his. I made him a bracelet that says "Fold Jacks."
She does.
Oh yes,
she did. I've got it. I have it.
Well, Janitzky's got a PhD.
Okay, there you go. I've got a UCSB.
And then if you want to show the camera, that's also very helpful.
He knows how to play jazz.
Well, I did both.
Balon knows when to give it up.
Yeah, because you have good cards this time.
His close-up is too much.
Look at these rockets. Look at these rockets. Writing home about it.
Well, somebody's got to channel Phil Ivey with the massage during the entire main event, I guess. Phil can't do it anymore.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that 3-bet looked strong when he was enjoying that massage, and it was a 9-high 3-bet, so there's something to it.
Yeah, actually, I always think the massage is supposed to relax you. And yet, yeah, so if you get more hyper aggro while you're getting massaged, people think you must have an incredible hand.
Yeah, it's the same thing as when you're eating. If you're eating and you put down the fork to 3-bet, I always think it's a real hand.
Dan Sampson, Queen 9.
Raise.
And he's going to raise it up. Sampson from London, education and accounting, Bachelor of Arts in Accounting. About $500,000 in live earnings. Just about 6,000 though here at the World Series. It was mostly across the pond.
Lake Lafayette?
Yeah, down in Henderson, or just beyond.
The other way.
Yeah. Martinez takes a flop with 5-4. Not the worst flop for 5-4.
8,000.
It's a big C-bet.
But you can't continue there. Yeah, 8,000.
I moved it.
Thank you very much.
Sampson will take that.
Pros tend to favor the small C-bet now, like 25% to 35% pot. You get to stab at a lot more boards without it being too expensive. And it opens up your options on the turn. If you keep the pot kind of small, you can decide certain turns are good for you to barrel again without putting just a massive amount of chips at risk.
And that goes along with the pre-flop raise as well, right? Looking for the smaller number, the fewer chips to do the same job.
Heavy card. Uh-oh.
Everybody's downsizing. Corporate America and poker players.
Not that heavy. Me either.
That is a green
Raise.
that I've not seen before.
Maybe both, right?
Maybe it's a little. Maybe it's that extra little chip in there. He might
Paul
have worked
Miller
out earlier today.
from South Korea now lives in Lexington, Kentucky with that very vibrant green sweatshirt.
Heads up.
Janitzky and Brownscombe share a 9. Both with a gut shot. Brownscombe with the lesser of the 9s.
That's 3,500.
Boy, opting for the big C bets, and that will end the hand right there here at table B. This is 2AB of the main event. Days 1A and 1B combining for their day 2. And we'll have almost 3,700 players returning tomorrow from yesterday's massive field to play their day 2. From the PokerGo feature table back over to table B. And the Jean Robert massage update.
What took you 7 minutes?
Working now on the scalp.
I think it might have been good.
What's that?
On a board that dry, yeah.
Action on
I
Tom
think it's a good play.
Brownscombe,
I'd do the
seat
same
1,
play.
51-year-old from Las Vegas.
Ace high call for your tournament is kind of
Educated at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. One of our sister schools in the University of Maryland family.
So he's still a brethren, still a partner.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And it's a fine academic institution, and then UMBC is better noted now for its historic upset. A couple of NCAA tournaments ago, becoming the first number 16 seed to beat a number 1 seed, Virginia, which then propelled Virginia to win the national title this past year. So we take credit for that.
Well, yeah, you
First
should.
day I played in the first
You just
two
instilled
levels,
shame in them so hard that they went and worked hard?
Yes. The 16 never beats a 1.
I should be so good at poker if that actually worked like that.
That was gross. And then
If you could apply that to the table.
From what we see, Belland has the best hand, but we can't see Brownscombe other
I was
hole
just sitting back
card.
watching the bloodbath.
Oh, I see.
Mine was, we both flopped 2 pair, Jack 9, and I had Queen Jack.
Manicos.
And the Jack hit on the river,
gonna
so he
bet
thought
this
he had a
board.
boat. So
6,500, yes.
he raises
About half
like
pot.
12,500. I re-raised just straight up 26,000. He snaps it, and I'm like, no.
Queens and the sevens. Queens and
Belland got out of the way. Brownscombe with the pocket 5s.
Wow, I even had a 5. That's crazy.
The UMBC Retrievers.
Retrievers?
Yes.
That would be a good trivia question.
got the case
I mean,
card.
those is it still considered part of Maryland, so D1, or is it, I mean, do they have their own separate?
They play D1 basketball. Yeah, there's a separate campus. It's a different, Maryland has
But
a...
still under their auspices
Yes.
with a lot of things.
And frankly, talking about the University of Maryland family, the mothership in College Park, we got problems. We need to fix some stuff there, okay? Anybody listen there in the border regions, the president? Parking officers?
What's the number 1 on your list? Well, parking, of course, to try to forgive all of your tickets, but what's after that?
We'd have to have a telethon for me to just go through number 1 of the tail wagging the dog at that university. The athletic department should be chopped at the knees.
32.
And we should return to old standards that the Greeks had back when I was young.
Wow, them's fighting words.
Yeah.
Only folding if you don't. If you
I
can't
had
beat.
your hand last hand.
Nice hand, sir.
If it could win with you, it would win with me.
shows 5s.
Anderson wins with pocket 5s, as mentioned right there. So we've seen Hashem out there, Chris Moneymaker, Greg Raymer, Kui Win, Tom McAvoy still. I mean, I know Tom still has 60,000 chips, as you mentioned, Norman. So still some history sitting amongst all the recreational players and online pros and high rollers. They all come together for this, the biggest poker festival in the world, and the main event is the one everyone remembers.
But,
Daniel Legrand who knocked out early today. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I was going to say, after I bust this tomorrow, the real main event is the little one for 1 drop. Everyone knows that.
Oh, yeah, and
Cares about
that
this
starts
week.
today, flight A today. And I think there are 3 starting flights on that, I believe. And there's events all week long. 2 starting per day just about during the main event.
Makes it a little bit less sad to bust.
No, I like
Like,
it. I
there's
mean,
still
it was.
hope.
I wasn't a crazy
Can we give him a man a
about the
coffee?
fan
Commentators are
about
roasting you.
the empty room
Yeah, can I give
in
him a man
the
a coffee?
pavilion or the Amazon when the biggest
little
event
eerie.
in the world was happening, and it was like, what's going on? So poker tables in action all the way through.
Exactly. We all need
Did kind of feel like a
massages
library. Like I'd sweat
You're
friends
right.
who were in
They're
day
not
6,
enjoying what I'm
7,
enjoying.
all the way to the
here.
final.
We paid $10,000 to enter this event. We can't
hear a
afford
pin drop.
massage.
Yeah.
No.
Raise. 2,600.
By the way, there's a good chance I was getting a massage in that
2,600.
5-3.
Yeah.
You know.
I think so, yeah.
You got to play your hand. I'm just messing with you, obviously.
Got to get rid of
You
those.
like your massages, Mr.
I
Moore.
do.
He got
I
back
sure
up
do.
real good.
So it's 26. I don't think I can fold for 26.
This one too. Right next to it. He was down to, remember, 18,000?
Oh, yeah, that's when he was just shoving it with the other hand. You're right.
Nobody's got an ace.
Wait, do we have the 10 chips again?
So we have the 3 champions that began the Moneymaker
that
era
us?
in the
15
field today.
minute
Moneymaker, Raymer, and Hashem.
Right, 15.
Field was 800 plus.
Yeah, he said it's not
Chris's
like
year,
this.
then it went to
They're just
2,500
calling them
in Greg Raymer's year, and went to 5,600 when Hashem won it in 05.
sure.
The 5,600 people in 05.
Moments like from
This is the
movie
Moneymaker
making.
fact. 5,600 people in 05. That was greater than everyone who had entered the main event in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s combined.
Wow.
30 years of main events,
No pair.
and then bang, because of the Chris Moneymaker thing, you got a big number.
All right, so Manicos will take it with the King Jack. We're going to take a break. The players are going to take a break. And when we come back, Kara Scott and Nick Schulman will go over some of the information that they have put together in the last hour or so. This is the World Series of Poker Day 2 for these players. A lot more to come. Don't go away.
Competition. About 4 more hours of Day 2AB left. Kara Scott, along with Nick Schulman, ready to get you caught up on what you might have missed. First, though, let's take a look at the notable chip counts from Day 2A to B. Now, we have some pretty big chip counts there. Look, Gordon Veo, one of our final tablists from a previous year, 318,000. Stephen Chittick there at the bottom of our notables. He won his first bracelet this year. He is probably the best player who had not had a bracelet up to this point, so it was nice to see him win that. A lot of very recognizable names there. Todd Brunson, Alan Cunningham, Scott Seaver, all very good players, but it's so early. It's so very early. We really can't be making any predictions at this point. A lot of players are going to have to go out. All right, I think we have another hand here. This one at the John Robert Ballon table.
That massage looked tremendous,
It
by
did,
the way.
didn't it?
Oh, my God.
I wonder if he's still getting a massage
Yeah.
in this hand.
We had an early limp from Miller with the 9-6 of spades. Okay, Miller, do it. We see Martinez shoot it up with the King-Jack off. Good sniff from Martinez, kind of trying to isolate Miller, etc. Belland comes along on the button with the 10s, which is absolutely fine. Check to him on this flop. He stabs 10K. For Martinez, we're not going anywhere. Goes without saying. Continues with a call. Turn 6. Martinez checks it over to Belland. Belland does the same, content to try to get to showdown, and a poor river for both players. The ace. We're about to see a check-check winner for Mr. Martinez.
Why do you think there was so much checking in this hand, and would that have been kind of your way to go with it?
I think I would have played it pretty much the same as Belland, maybe some different sizings, but it's kind of weird because the ace can connect with Martinez, and if it doesn't connect with him, often 10s are in the lead. There is some Jack X stuff that we need to consider, maybe if we're in Belland's shoes, because can we bluff out something like Jack Queen, Jack King? But it's not that relevant. There's things like 9s, 7s, 6s that we're ahead of anyway, so really there's no reason to bet if we have 10s. I think queens and kings are just going to call us. As Jean Robert, he's out of his mind. He's getting a massage. He's exhausted. He's been bluffing for 30 years. I mean, you know, he's not the kind of guy who gets thin sort of bluffs through that often. Everybody knows about him. And I just think the line was totally reasonable. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to have to take a quick break, but stay with us because we're going to be back very soon, right after this.
Take a big blind from one table and move them over to fill out another table. So
Horrible beat for whoever's table Stevie just wandered into.
yeah, isn't that true? Isn't that true? Norman had some bad beats also during some tournaments you were playing. In the mixed games, you said there's no big blind, so there's a high card, and you had like half the time you got.
I got high carded off my table 3 times out of 4. You got a 1 in 8 chance of getting high carded, and 3 times out of 4 it was me. I refused to leave the final time, and there was a small incident.
A small incident. I like
Boys have at it.
When you work with Norman enough, you know there is no small incident in Norman's life.
Come on, winning hand.
Well, I started asking for people badge
Doesn't
numbers
have to be anything good.
for supervising dealers,
Colin.
and I want to rip the badge off of their suit. I'm just tired.
There it is.
Well, you do get tired, and there's no flow, right?
There's no flow because you do get comfortable with a particular
4-9.
table. You get to know them better, both personally and also from a poker standpoint. And they just rip you and make you go to another one. It's a whole new group of people.
It's like you're a number, right? It's just a number.
Well, they all want some of it.
And they are. Got to keep the tournament moving, keep the wheel rolling. Here we are at table B. And with pocket queens, it's John Anderson. In the middle of the table, seat 5. Raised to 4,900 with the blinds at 8 and 1,600.
He already had a look.
I didn't notice where JRB's massage was. Did you get it? Oh, there. Thank you.
It's incredible. You know, as we try to build poker as a sport, the fact that this could occur during your world championship, I think we got an uphill climb.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. I think Boosted Jay got us as close as possible to it being a sport when he tore his ACL at the Bellagio final table. He jumped up to celebrate, and there went his knee.
Oh, that hurt. Set of queens for Anderson.
Bet 8,000.
You're going to love that.
Now he's going to go ahead and bet into Paul Miller. Paul Miller still has that jacket plugged in. Showed 1 queen.
Well, Anderson has 3 things going for him.
All right.
Born in Silver Spring, Maryland.
1.
My essential hometown. I grew up in Silver Spring, born in Washington, D.C. 2, educated at the University of Maryland in College Park.
All right.
And 3, self-employed. Never work for the man. Never work for the man.
Are we working for the man right now?
Actually, we are.
Kind of are, yeah. And you're a big fan of the license plates out there in D.C. also?
I love the license plates in D.C. The prime thing with the license plates in D.C. is the little motto on them, which is taxation without representation. Washington, D.C. still has no voting delegate, no voting representation in Congress, which is absurd. It's like 600,000 or 700,000 people who live there who are not represented by Congress. That's what are we talking about?
And not to put, obviously, I'm not saying that the people who have the votes are bad, but there are non-states who have voting, who are not within the continental United States, and which I'm fine with that, but hey, let's keep it even for everyone. And the original reason for that, I assume, was just like nepotism kind of thing?
No, actually, the original reason that the original D.C. was just going to be a federal district. It was just going to house the federal government, and it turned into a city where people resided, and they never corrected that, and that became a political football because if all the people in that city were mostly Republican, the Democrats were going to allow another delegate, and vice versa. So it's still absurd that we have 600,000 residents who have no representation.
One day when I'm like a Slumdog Millionaire type situation where I'm on a quiz show, I'm going to flash back to this moment, and you guys are going to help me win $1 million.
25,000.
Well, we're not going to help you win a poker tournament. That much I know.
That is true.
Don't look to us for that.
I'm glad you have this knowledge.
Miller with the kings, bet out, and Miller will take it. Yeah, a lot of people would come up and talk to us in the early days of poker television as we get an update on, now we're doing the shoulder, and we're going underneath the T-shirt of Jean-Robert Ballon, so it's nice. I'm starting to feel a little better. But yeah, they would come up and talk to us. We worked in New York a lot in the subway, and tell us how much they're learning from the TV poker.
Oh no! Oh man, where are the games they're playing?
Exactly what we would
I'll
say.
see them there.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I flattered you, and then I was like, why did I do that? I need to pray for no ace right now.
Actually, you played it the way to make the most money.
Race
I made a very strange check on the
32.
flop.
Yeah, minimum right. 3,200.
Nicely done. Nice play.
Just reaching for it.
Jean Robert even talks slower when he has massage.
Nope, I almost.
It's like he's in slow motion.
Hey, you avoided it like a true player, though. You felt it.
Call.
I bet Jean Robert registered on day 2 just to avoid $1,000 in massage fees.
Oh my God.
Janitzky with the raise at 3,200. Actually, not a bad idea.
And they doubled the massage fees a few years ago per minute, so.
That's a hard job. I think they earn their money for sure. Especially poker players, gross.
And there's a lot of JRB. I mean, he's sitting down, but you walk next to the guy. There's a lot of JRB to massage.
Bet.
Samson with 7
3,500.
of diamonds in the small blind, which, what do you put him on? 7s?
A 7.
Yeah. Thanks, Jamie.
You're welcome.
Good luck tomorrow.
Shoot camera. It's okay.
No, show the camera.
Show the camera.
Pick it up.
Show the camera.
You can show the table as well.
Oh, you show first.
Oh no.
Pocket
You know where the
sevens
camera-
I showed
maybe,
the
since he
camera
flatted
already.
from
Yeah,
the
it's just
small.
there somewhere.
That's close enough.
Very good.
Pick it up a little
okay.
bit higher.
They can't believe what I'm folding, that's why.
Thank you very much.
We'll see it in 30
It's
minutes.
a tough thing to do, man.
We
That you don't have a pair.
Didn't want him filling out my Jiffy
Let's
Lube
not tell him what happened to the last member of the
oil
band.
change forms.
I would say his
him,
poker
maybe you
game
could
is
throw it
catching
away
up
against
too. Like
Paul
he's
or
with
me.
chip leader coaching. He's won a ton of events in the last 2 years. So there's a chance if he gets passed over
gonna say
this
running
year, that
straight
he
flush
ends up earning it
Snapping
himself
off.
a later year.
All right, we've got an all-in and a call. It is
put a jack of
Mr.
hearts out there
Kolstetter
for
in
a sweat,
seat
right?
2. Stephen Kolstetter from Germany at risk with pocket 10s on that board that Balan just crushed with his ace-9 of diamonds. Jean Robert have to stay hydrated when you're getting a massage. Very important.
Oh,
Interesting one.
little sweat. 7 hole.
So a
Straight
heart comes
flush
out
draw.
there, yeah, for Kolstetter. So you see his outs up top. Heart 10 or 7. And he can double up through Jean Robert. Stephen Kolstetter waiting for the river card. The river card is a red 3, but it's a diamond, and Stephen Kolstetter knocked off of this table by Jean Robert Balan.
This is a new JRB. We are used to him getting sucked out on every
That's
single
right.
time on TV.
I expected it at that time.
Indeed. So Kolstetter walks away. Balan now with about 130,000 chips. And Kolstetter will think about entering something else here.
Queen, I had ace.
Well, if we get to the beer level after this massage is done, he will go with wine, a bottle.
Yep.
You're right about that. All right, JRB gets a little healthier. The field gets a little shorter. Back with the main event in a moment. The desert is a beautiful place to be at sundown. Take a look out to the west, see red rocks and